I'm enjoying seeing people coming back home. I'm
Yeah, yeah.
enjoying seeing that getting more popular. I'm enjoying people getting connected to our music.
Mm.
Um, and it's important that we make impacts, and we have the power to do that. Close to that Stitch. Am I saying his name right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, like I remember watching his music 2, 3 years ago, and also to see just his also love of the genre too, man, and how people rallied around him.
Yeah.
Um, it's cool to see how that art form has taken care of their artists when good things happen and also when bad things happen too. All of us do, right? And not only the power to do that, but we have the power to really make the continent like a real superpower. Get connected. We can see what's going on in the world. How people are wasting their energy on stupid shit, right? If we focus in together, right? Now's the time that we do that. That's with the app, but we're also about to launch. We launched it this month Nkenne.AI, which is the first tonally sensitive African language translation platform. So
Yeah.
on that platform, which you can find on Nkenne.AI, you could translate English to different African languages.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to it. Cap City Digital. We're back with another one. And as you know, we always make sure to bring the best artists. We try our best to not just bring, trending artists or people who have something going on, but we try our very best to bring people with actual substance, people with actual music knowledge, people with actual love for what they are doing, and they're not just chasing clout or chasing trends or chasing all these things. But the person that we have today, that is one person who is amazing. You'll find out as the conversation keeps going that he's not just someone who is about the music, but is someone who is um, technically gifted as well. And that will I'll try to find out how that works, because once you get into the world of technicalities, you start learning the technicalities of music as well. So we'll get into that as well. But ladies and gentlemen, it is with great honor and pleasure, to welcome Michael O to the
Yo,
platform, Cap City Digital. Welcome to Cap City Digital, Michael.
thank you for having me, my brother. Thank you for
Ah,
having me.
man, it is an absolute honor. I spent the entire week, just listening to your music, listening to your stuff, and yeah, I'm really looking forward to speak with you with regards to your music and with regards to the other projects that you are doing. It's amazing what you are doing. So let's start off here, because we're introducing you to a new platform, a new side, of the country, who people who might not know you. You lived in the US, and you also lived in Lagos as well. And please let us know who is Michael O, and your roots.
My name is Chinedu. My name is Michael Chinedu Odokora Okibo. I am based in Nigeria and in New York City. Currently, I'm here in New York City. Um, I've always been surrounded by music. Music has always been like the soundtrack of my life. Like, I can even remember moments in my life where the moment has to go along with the song. Like, certain even
Yeah.
days go along with songs. So it's always been around me. And I've always been a lover of music, and yeah, I'm so happy to be here.
Man, it is a pleasure, and people will understand as the conversation keeps going, because I've had a chance to dive deep in what you do, but then the people, then the audience, might just be meeting you just now. But then, you are a singer, a songwriter, you're an entrepreneur, an app founder, and a lot of things, So, how has that all shaped you as a person? Let's say you as a person now.
Yeah, it's weird. Like, as music has been the soundtrack of my life, it's also helped me shape myself into the person I want to become. You can't really hide when you're a musician, you're exposed. People can naturally sense the BS. So you need to
Yeah,
be your best, as good as you can be, or as honest as you can be. And also, as you continue to grow, that's the best way to get more gold to use for your music, right? So it's been the greatest teacher. I found my life in tech, be a mirror to music. Music has taught me how to be fearless, how to be forthright. Don't let people take from you. Be around people who you trust and who you value, because that energy not only will help fuel you, but it can save you during the hard times. Because you're going to have hard times, no matter what you do. It's life. So
yeah,
music has allowed me to find my other passions. That includes tech. We have a company called Nkenne, which is currently the largest African language learning platform in market. Our goal is to teach, preserve, and inspire the elevation and the power of African languages, not just on the continent, but globally, because African languages were the
yeah,
first languages in humanity. And some people like to ignore that, right? But we're not going to allow them to ignore that.
yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
uh, and then that has impacted me in other ways too, right? So I just try to, my mom was like, my mom is like, she always fought the good fight. I saw her defend people uh,
Yeah,
out of her goodness. So I'm led towards that. I'm
yeah,
not saying I'm the best person. I'm not always the best person. I have a lot of my flaws, but I'm proud of the man I'm
yeah,
becoming, and it's come from a lot of pain. And also, music has helped, again, shape
yeah,
the man I've become.
yeah. Now, looking back at just your story, um, just the music side, or even in tech, who is there a person that thinking back that you can say, this person might have touched that side whereby they brought music to me. They inspired that ear in you. Is there a person that you can point back to and say, I think this
Yeah,
person
so
might
I
have.
mean, it's probably my family. My first memories growing up, I grew up in the '90s, so I remember hearing like Daddy Shoki. I remember hearing Fela. I remember hearing um, Boys to Men. Right? Like, can you imagine hearing Boys to Men for the first time, hearing those harmonies? Like, all that stuff just shaped me, and my family have always been huge music lovers. They ain't singers really, so to say, but they're music lovers. So that's kind of how I've been surrounded, and I've always loved our music, not just in the continent, but our diasporic music. It's really cool how everything connects and joins together when you look at it, whether it's reggae, soca,
Hmm.
Ghanaian music, South African music, how it all connects to the source. I've always loved that. R&B.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I love the way you put that because um by the way, me and you were born in the same year. And and I specifically remember watching the movie Soul Plane.
Okay.
Um where Snoop Dogg was the pilot, and he had an African co-pilot, and the co-pilot started playing African music, and Snoop was like, "Stop playing that kumbaya, whatever type of music," and it was back then. And I'm looking today, majority of the world, is facing it's coming back home, so that's it's amazing to see. It's
As
amazing.
it should, right?
Yeah,
As it,
yeah,
I
yeah,
mean, again, the foundation of music started on our continent. It's cool too to see how the growth of the continent as well, not just with the music, but with people are realizing how the continent will be a global superpower in the next 5 to 10 years. We have one of the second fastest growing youth population rate, and whenever I'm home, I have two, three phones. All my homies have two, three phones. Everybody got a lot of phones. So technology is very important, and we're going to keep
Hmm.
seeing innovation in technology, even focused on the continent. So it's really the best time to
Yeah.
be from the continent.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Now, let's quickly talk about your tech side and your tech company. Your app. It teaches African languages. And firstly, how many languages are in the app?
On Nkenne, we currently have 14. We'll be adding Lingala next week.
Okay, 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 okay. And how does it work? When a person signs up, does it translate from English to how does it work?
Yeah, so for the language learning app we have, you use the tool to learn African languages. So we give you 15 to 20-minute classes where you
Hmm.
listen, you can repeat what people are saying. We also have flashcards and quick matches as well, so games where people can practice their skills from that particular lesson. We
Yeah.
also have an area called Tribe where users are able to practice with each other, find other
Mhm.
practice partners, and really connect about learning languages. Um, and our community, our Nkenne community, is around 300,000 users. So it's a lot of people connecting with each other, finding practice rooms, everything. And
Yeah.
so that's with the app. But we're also about to launch, we launched it this month in Nkenne.AI, which is the first tonally sensitive African language translation platform. So
Yeah.
on that platform, which you can find on Nkenne.AI, you can translate English to different African languages. So
Wow.
the app is language learning on the desktop, soon to be app as well. We have
Wow.
African language translations.
Wow. 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 That's amazing, man. That's amazing. I know the interview is supposed to be about music, but this project is amazing. We have to give it a bit of shine. Where do people actually go out and get the app and
Sure. Like, I mean, I'm very proud to say, we're on the App Stores, Google Play Store as well. We've been featured from Apple App of the Day many times. We currently have an editorial with Apple called Celebrate Black Founders. So that's been really helpful for us. We also have a Google editorial, hashtag We Are Play campaign. So you can find it on Google and Apple.
Dope, 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 dope. Man, it's amazing. All right, let's speak about your new EP, Lagos to London. Amazing name. Why that name? And why did you call it Lagos to London?
Yeah, for sure. So I travel a lot for my work. Like I go home back to Nigeria 6 to 7 times a year. So the flight that I take most is Lagos to London or London to Lagos.
Yeah, yeah,
This EP is a concept EP. It's an EP about, I'm sure we've all experienced like having love outside where you live. At that time, you know, visiting London to see someone special is the concept project and something I've experienced. And it's basically me taking a flight to London and what
Mm-hmm.
goes on in my mind. So
Yeah.
uh, I'm really excited for people to listen. It's a combination of R&B, Afrobeat, soul, all things that I grew
Okay.
up listening, and all things
Okay.
that are connected to me. People can actually also find it on the Nkenne app. We released it first there.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
I sing a lot in Pidgin, which is our English, our Pidgin English in Nigeria.
Yeah.
And users will be able to not only listen on the records there, but also read the lyrics so they can learn how to speak Pidgin as well, which is one of the languages we offer on Nkenne.
Oh, okay, okay. Oh, so you released the project on the Nkenne app.
Yeah, first. We released it last week and we're releasing it on the rest DSPs on the 17th of October. But in Kenya, users can listen to the music and read the lyrics and learn Pidgin if they're learning the language.
That's dope. Oh, that that's dope actually. That's dope actually. Teaching them how to actually translate, the songs and what they are hearing. Because believe me, a lot of people, including myself, um, we sang this song by by Burna Boy, I need boy and shout, and we didn't know what
Yeah,
it meant.
yeah,
Yeah. We didn't know what it meant. So it's a great initiative to actually do get this done on the app as well, with a way to teach the language and what they're actually saying and what they mean, so it's amazing. Now you mentioned that the sounds are R&B, and Afrobeat, and how do you actually fuse all of these elements without
yeah. I don't know. It just comes natural to me. This is like what I grew up in, huh? But
Mhm.
like, it's hard for me to, again, music is hard because when you fake the funk, people can tell. So it's the easiest thing to do is just to do what comes natural, and this comes
Yeah,
natural. And
yeah.
this is what I grew up in. So yeah, it was really easy. The EP took, I mean, one song I had it for 8 years and I didn't finish it, but we finished it for the project. But the EP really took 3 days to complete. Like we were locked in, and that was because we
Yeah,
were just
yeah,
working.
yeah, yeah. Now, and on the EP, you mentioned that it's about celebrating the joy of being an artist. Can you elaborate just a bit more on that?
Yeah, I mean, my being an artist is not always the easiest process, but it's a really cool way to process the world. Like me personally, like I've always used art to process. I often feel I don't belong here. Just to see sometimes the heart of man and how
Hmm.
people can mistreat other people. Sometimes I feel like why I don't really belong if people are like this. But music
Yeah,
has been a good way for me to process. Even back in the day when school, I used to learn songs to
yeah,
study for tests, and I didn't know I was going to be a musician back then. But it was like the easiest way for me to learn because sometimes me
yeah,
remembering
yeah.
things is tough. But I don't even remember your question, but I think I answered it though. Yeah.
The question was, you've mentioned that the EP is about celebrating the
Oh
joys of.
yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, but it's been amazing to be able to process things as an artist and also to share how you process things with other people. It's really cool to hear how people can get inspired by the work you do, as I'm inspired by a lot of work people do. So um, it's a lot of fun, and you get to meet a lot of really cool people with other with cool perspectives. And I do believe, though, my brother, like everybody's an artist. Like I
Yeah.
believe that everybody has some type of artist thing in their particular way. It's just them finding it and working on it.
Maybe not everyone is not. But then I've heard Screw, and oh man, it brings home, because
Okay. Yeah.
that Amapiano type of vibe as well. Tell me a bit more about that particular one.
Yeah, I mean that's the jump off to the project, and I love that record a lot. It has a little bit of piano vibes, not for the trend of it all, but I've loved the music for years. I mean, piano has been around for years, which a lot of people
Yeah.
don't know. And also how it inspires dance too, and how it inspires community back in SA as well. It's been really cool to watch different videos, see how different artists has elevated the genre. Costa Stitch, am I saying his name right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, like I remember watching his music 2, 3 years ago, and also to see just his also love of the genre too, man, and how people rallied around him.
Yeah.
Um, it's cool to see how that art form has taken care of their artists when good things happen and also when bad things happen too. So I have a deep respect for that particular genre.
And I mean, it's really bringing the world together. I mean, I've seen right now. I think yesterday I saw one of the people who are doing dance out in Sweden, somewhere in Sweden, teaching the kids there how to dance to it and vibe to it. So I mean, it's also playing its part in the diaspora. It's doing its thing. Shout out to you as well, man, because I didn't expect it, but when I heard it, I was like, you got me, you got me, you got me. I'm locked in, I'm locked in, I'm locked in, you
There you
know.
go.
Tell me about any collaborations that you can uh tell me about anyone that you are working with on the EP.
Yeah, I mean, I work with family basically. People I've been working with for 7, 8 years. So people like Chulano, who's a really dope writer and musician back in Nigeria.
Mhm.
Iga Boy, who's a great artist and a writer also. Um, those have been my main collaborators. We work with SARS on the record On Your Mind as well.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah,
On Your Mind is one of my favorite records from the project.
yeah. Hmm.
Uh, so I was. It's basically again this EP finished like that. We were on a good vibe. So
Yeah.
that was hopefully that's also represented in the project too. The ease of it.
Man, and I like your vibe and your view on the world. Just a quick one. What does success mean to you?
Yeah, that's such a interesting question because I have different definitions. Um, I think holistically, success is happiness, me being happy, and that goes with all aspects of my life. I don't want to just be focused on one thing. You know, one day I want to have kids, one day I want to own a lot of different things, and I'm working towards that, right? So that's why I think the overall goal is to be happy and to leave a good mark and leave good energy behind. I don't really care to be remembered, but I do care about the impact, right? So or
Yeah,
how I don't care how I'm remembered because that's not what I don't care, right? That's not my problem. I want to make sure though that for me I can leave a positive impact. So happiness is important. I'm a competitor. I'm very competitive, naturally. So I want to do the best that I can. So of
yeah,
course I have some monetary goals, some goals in music, some goals in tech, right?
yeah, yeah,
Um, and I want to be a winner there. So I think success there is is monetary things.
yeah,
I have to be honest, right? I want to be competitive. I also have learned in my life, I've learned in business, I don't like to be beholden to no man personally. I don't want to be beholden to an investor. I don't want to be beholden to someone that is juggling keys. I don't work
yeah,
well like that, right?
yeah,
So if I need to provide for myself, if I need to fund my company, if I need to invest $10 million in something that I believe in, I want to have the funds to do that. So
yeah, yeah, yeah,
that's what I'm going
yeah,
to work towards, right?
yeah,
Um, so yeah, there's those are the dynamics of
yeah.
success.
Success, yeah. And now speaking about the album, do you have a date?
Yeah,
The EP date that you can
October 17th is the full release.
October 17th.
Yeah.
Ah, there we go. There we go. Oh, on which platforms?
On all platforms. It's being released with United Masters, who've been also like incredible partners. I met with them. I played with them. I played them the project yesterday, and they were really vibing. So
Yeah.
it's on all DSPs, Audio Max, Spotify, Apple Music, and on Nkenne as well.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Man, don't you feel like the older we get, the more we find meaning in the simple things, the small finite things, the values, the time, sitting with people, speaking to them, just don't you feel like especially us because we were born the same year. I'm sure you're going through well, what I'm going through, just valuing family, valuing people across the diaspora, speaking and just making sure these voices are heard.
Yeah, man. Like now's the time. Especially, I watched our parents' generation. Like they had our time at a point. Some things were they did positively, some things they did negatively, and I'm sure their parents did the same thing as well. So now is the time that we can really make an impact. We're getting to that age, and I'm enjoying seeing people coming back home. I'm
Yeah, yeah,
enjoying seeing that getting more popular. I'm enjoying people getting connected to our music.
mm,
Um, and it's important that we make impacts, and we have the power to do that. All of us do, right? And not only the power to do that, but we have the power to really make the continent like a real superpower. Get connected. We can see what's going on in the world, how people are wasting their energy on stupid shit, right? If we focus in together, right? Now's the time that we do that. And having conversations like this with you one on one for me is like always the best thing because you really get to share particular values, what you view as important, and how you want to see the world. Because it can happen both positively and negatively, and we have the power to do that.
And I cannot wait for the EP and the rollout. Please, please, please. As soon as you're ready to release maybe a second single, another single, please do reach out. Let's make sure that people this side get to hear the entire album and that they actually listen to the words. I'm definitely one of the people who will be part of the community with the app and the tech. I'm definitely locking in. Just by speaking to you, you are absolutely right. Speaking with someone like this, it's you can actually there's a point whereby you can actually feel a person's heart and you see their passions and you lock in. And so I'm definitely yeah, you made me lock in. I'm definitely getting the app, definitely listening to the EP. And brother, thank you so much for the time. And just one more thing. If there's any message that you'd like to, say to, whether it's the kids, whether it's, your fellow brothers internationally, you know, um, we going through the same challenges, whether it's in South Africa, it's in the US, it's in being black. It's a shared experience for some reason, some weird reasons. We don't know why, but then it's a shared experience. Is there anything that you'd like to say to people out there?
For sure. Like me personally, I view life as a game, and people are given a certain set of cards. I think the cards that we've been given, though it has molded us, we've had to be tough as it's molded us. It has given us the best opportunity during the time we live in now. And now is the best time to be who we are with our history and our culture. So let's use that to our advantage, right? Let's build these next multi-billion-dollar companies. Let's if things that we see in our visions we want to accomplish, we can do it. You just have to lock in and be around people you trust. That's what I would want to leave with like everybody watching, especially if you're young. Like if you want some, lock in because you can make it happen. Also, brother, I gotta check out South Africa too. I've always wanted to go. I've never been. So as soon as I get there, all right, let's make sure we hang as well.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You already know the national anthem.
Mm.
Yeah. All right. So just one more thing. I'm gonna let you. I'm gonna give you the chance to actually premiere Lagos to London. We'll make sure we clip it and we play it. Even on the radio stations. We'll make sure that we do it your way. And the one thing that I don't like to do, I don't
Mm.
like introducing people's songs or people's EPs. I don't want to misrepresent the aura and the vibe. So I let the people do it themselves. So, are you ready to introduce the
What's the
EP to the
radio
audience?
name? I can also say the radio name too. The radio
Uh,
station name.
Cap City Digital.
Cap City.
But then,
Mhm.
yeah, yeah, we'll clip it to other radio stations as well.
Perfect. Okay. Hello, my name is Michael Lowe, and you are listening to my newest record, Lagos to London.
There we go. Simple. There you go. Michael, bro, thank you so much. Um,
I'm
thank you so
serious
much.
too, bro. I gotta check out South Africa. I've been watching the rugby matches too, man. So I love the vibe. So as soon as I get there, I'm gonna hit you up. Let's stay connected, okay? We'll exchange
Yeah,
information.
please, let's do that. Once you come through, let me know. Let's yeah, let's do that. Let's have some fun.
All right, man. Be well. Be
Thank you.
safe.
Same to you.
Bye bye.
Sometimes it they do me make I way so too much money fit to make a man go crazy.